The Andromedan is saying, "Hi, Kvita, the 21st century sucks. Can someone go and incarnate to another timeline?" Yeah, go ahead. After you're done with this life, just pick another timeline. Like, if you're here, this moment, right here, right now, and if you chose to come here, then think about it. Like, this nexus point, this time on Earth, why? Why would you choose specifically this instead of, like, I don't know, Westerns or something else? Why? Like, you're here for a reason, Andromeda, and you've talked about, like, your people being here, your spaceship crashing here, and how you have this grand mission, and then you get depressed, you hate life, you have to deal with your own stuff, and then you want to die, and then you wanted to look at our timelines when things could have been better. But would they be better? Let's say we look at the old days and people didn't have internet. And internet is like freaking awesome in a way that now, to get your voice out, let's say musicians, and specifically musicians, for example, to create a song and record it. Back then they probably didn't even have the great technology to record all those things, so they literally would have to go to a bar, play their guitar, and be really happy if 5 people heard their song. Now you record a song, upload it on YouTube, boom, a short video, you can have millions of views instantly. 1,000,000 people will see you because of internet, because now you have a voice, because now you have an ability. How great is that? And of course, yeah, we can hate all the hard things that are happening in life. We can hate every little thing that might limit us and, get in the way. But do we ever appreciate what we have? Like, back in the day, if you would try to do the same thing, Andromedan, right now, you have access to internet and you can read tons of stories about who Andromedans are, what are like past lives and what happens beyond Earth and what happens after you die and everything else. So you can have some knowledge about your people. You can read about them and you're like, oh my god, they're related to so much, fuck yeah. And that's great. But let's say 200 years ago, would there be that information? Could you have this access? Would you know the same stuff you know now? I really doubt it. If you are not learning to seek within, and you get all this information from now and you hate the 21st century, then you're like, you're stuck with what is given to you. And can you even have your own voice, or do you have to do what someone else dictates to you? Like, all of these things, we are not even appreciated. So yeah, we might not have it perfect. Some of the things might be shadow banned, suppressed, and everything else, or the algorithms are working and everything else, but you're blaming things without really looking at the good stuff. Like, for me, being a girl that's one thing, a woman. And then we get in periods. Thank God we can use pads and the like various things to like, hey, blood flow and everything else. Like, yay, I'm happy and everything's tight and like it's not showing up, no one's seeing it. No one can even know about it unless I tell them, or like they talk to me and everything else. So that's like an upside. Think about 100 years back. How would people deal with that? Like shoving stuff like cotton and like having rags and everything else. Like, good luck. And people are like, I would like to go on this like island for survival and everything else. I'm like, how are you gonna do this like on a period without having pads? Like, it would be a huge thing for me. So I freaking appreciate the 21st century and having some of the things here. And of course we like might not be happy. It's like every new generation is not happy about something, but man, am I glad about like some of the technologies and things we have now, because it wouldn't be that good back in the day. So yeah, Andromedan, I don't know. You might think this place sucks and everything else, but what you perceive in the world is just a reflection of how you're feeling inside. And I'm not perfect. I'm far from that. I know nothing. But I'm learning the self-love, and I'm learning to appreciate little things. I'm learning to get around everything else. And, I'm not a perfect example, but you should, definitely work on yourself. Like, a lot of your comments I see, you having depression, you hating this world and everything else, and this constant unhappiness, constant, stuff, like negative stuff out of your mouth. I hope you can find something in life that allows you to grow where, you get what you want.